One form can cut a senior homeowner's property tax bill by hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars a year. But most people who qualify never file it. Not because they are careless, not because they missed some obvious notice in the mail, because in most counties, nobody tells them this form exists. The average senior homeowner paid $4,271 in property taxes last year. And according to the numbers in this script, millions of older homeowners may be paying more than they legally have to. The part that should make every homeowner stop scrolling is this. Even seniors who do find the form often still get denied because of one section on the application that almost nobody completes correctly. The county usually will not call you. They usually will not send the form back and say, you forgot something. They deny it, close it, and you can lose the benefit for another full year. So stay with me, because I am going to show you what the form is, how much money may be on the line, and the one mistake that gets otherwise qualified seniors rejected. The form is usually called the Senior Homestead Exemption, but the name changes depending on where you live. Some states call it the Senior Property Tax Exemption. Illinois calls it the Senior Citizens Homestead Exemption. Other counties may have a senior assessment freeze, a circuit breaker credit, or a separate senior exemption program with its own rules. The names are different, but the idea is simple. Your property tax bill is based on your home's assessed value. If your home is assessed at $300,000 and your senior exemption removes $50,000 from that value, you are only taxed on $250,000. That reduction can apply every single year as long as you continue to qualify. And in some places, the benefit is even stronger because the program does not just reduce your taxable value, it freezes it. That means the day you qualify, your taxable assessment can be locked in, even if home prices keep rising around you. Think about what that means for someone on a fixed income. Your neighbor's tax bill keeps climbing every year as property values go up. Yours may stay lower because you filed one form. That is the difference between staying comfortable in your home and quietly getting squeezed by a bill that never stops rising. Take Carol, for example. She is 68 years old, a retired public school teacher in Illinois, and she bought her home outside Springfield back in 2001. She paid her property tax bill every year on time without question. By 2024, her home was assessed at $310,000 and her annual property tax bill had climbed to $7,400. Then a neighbor casually mentioned the senior assessment freeze. Carol had never heard of it. She went to the county assessor's website and realized she had been eligible for years, not months, years. She had been overpaying simply because nobody told her the form existed, and Carol is not the exception. Carol is the rule. Millions of senior homeowners are in the same position right now. They own the home, they meet the age requirement, they live there as their primary residence. They may even be under the income limit. But because the exemption is not automatic, nothing happens unless they file. No agency flags your record when you turn 65. No one knocks on your door. No one writes you may qualify across the top of your tax bill. The responsibility is on you to know the program exists, find the correct form, meet the deadline, attach the right documents, and submit it to the right office. Now here is where people lose the most money. Many counties have more than one senior tax relief program. The Senior Homestead Exemption may be one form. The Senior Assessment Freeze may be another. The Circuit Breaker Credit may be handled somewhere else. The Standard Homestead Exemption may be completely separate. They can all sound similar, but they are not the same. Different forms, different deadlines, different rules. And if you file the wrong one, the county may process exactly what you submitted, deny it, and move on. They usually are not going to stop everything and say, actually, you probably meant to file this other form. That is the first trap. The second trap is the one that gets the most qualified seniors denied, household income. Many senior exemptions have an income limit, and if your state or county requires proof of income, you must attach it when you file, not later, not after they ask, when you file. That means your prior year tax return, Social Security award letter, pension statement, or whatever your county specifically requires. If that proof is missing, the application can be denied automatically. The county may not review it and ask for corrections. They may simply close it. One missing document, one denial letter, one more year of overpaying. This is why the form itself is only half the battle. You need the correct form and the correct attachments. Proof of age, usually a driver's license, state ID, or birth certificate. Proof that you own the home, such as a deed, tax bill, or mortgage statement. Proof that it is your primary residence. And if there is an income requirement, proof of household income. Before you submit anything, look at the checklist on your county assessor's website and treat every required document like it is the difference between approval and denial, because in many cases it is. The savings can be serious. In some states, seniors may save a few $100s a year. In others, the savings can reach thousands. New Jersey Senior Freeze Program can produce major annual savings for eligible homeowners. Texas gives homeowners 65 and older an additional exemption that can reduce school district taxes. Illinois has a senior assessment freeze that can become more valuable every year. Property values rise. New York and Florida have their own versions with local rules and income limits. The exact amount depends on your state, county, assessed value, tax rate, income, and which program you qualify for. But here is the point. Even a $500 annual reduction is $5,000 over 10 years. A $1,500 reduction is $15,000. And if your assessment gets frozen before values rise, the long-term savings can compound quietly year after year. There's also a part most people never check: retroactive relief. In some states, if you qualified in prior years but never filed, you may be allowed to apply for previous tax years. That means the money may not just start going forward. You may be able to recover money from years when you were already eligible. Carol's situation is exactly why this matters. She did not just need the form for the current year. She needed to ask whether she could file for the year she missed. That is the sentence every senior homeowner should say to their county assessor's office. If I qualified in prior years and never filed, can I apply retroactively? Do not assume the answer is no. Ask. The deadlines are another silent problem. These programs do not all close on the same date. Some deadlines are early in the year, some are in spring. Some are in summer. Some counties have different deadlines for different exemptions, even inside the same state. And the deadline may not appear in big bold letters on the tax bill you receive at home. If you miss it, you may have to wait another full year. So do not search generally for senior tax exemption. Search your county name, your state, and the exact phrase Senior Property Tax Exemption Deadline 2026 or Senior Homestead Exemption Application 2026. Go directly to the official county assessor or property appraiser website. Avoid third-party sites. You want the government form from the office that actually processes it. Here is the simple action plan. First, confirm whether your state or county offers a senior homestead exemption, senior property tax exemption, senior assessment freeze, circuit breaker credit, or any other property tax relief program for older homeowners. Second, confirm the basic rules: age, ownership, primary residence, income limit, and deadline. Third, download the correct form from your county's official website. Fourth, gather every required document before you submit it, especially proof of income if your program has an income cap. Fifth, ask whether retroactive applications are allowed for prior years. And sixth, submit the application directly to the county office and keep proof that you filed. The biggest mistake is assuming that because you qualify, the benefit will automatically appear. It will not. Property tax relief usually does not work that way. You have to claim it. And if you are helping a parent, grandparent, neighbor, or older relative, do not just ask whether they pay property taxes. Ask whether they have ever filed the senior exemption or assessment freeze form. Many seniors have owned their homes for decades and have never heard of it. They may be paying a bill every year that could legally be lower. So before the next property tax deadline passes, do this today. Search your county name plus Senior Homestead Exemption 2026. Then search your county name plus Senior Assessment Freeze 2026. Then search your county name plus Property Tax Exemption Deadline 2026. Look for the official assessor, property appraiser, or county tax office website. Download the form, check the income section carefully, attach every document they request. And before you submit it, call the county office and ask one question. Is this the correct form for a senior homeowner trying to reduce or freeze property taxes? And am I missing any required proof of income? That one call could be the difference between approval and a denial letter, one form, one deadline, one missing document. That is all it can take to either save money every year or keep overpaying without ever knowing it. Senior homeowners have spent decades paying into their communities. If the law gives them a way to reduce their property tax bill, they should not lose it because nobody told them where to look.